Now, I'm going to say this as food for thought for a lot of ladies out here. And a lot of women don't even think about this. It is, if you really look at it and pay attention. Let's take Serena and Venus Williams or any other women like this. You get into a relationship with a guy, okay? You as a woman, you pursue that man, okay? You are pursuing him, not the other way around. He ain't pursuing you, but you are pursuing him. So you proceed to get with this man. You marry this guy, pay for a wedding, pay for every goddamn thing in a marriage, right? Everything. So the question is, do that man really love you? For any chick, this apply to any chick that does shit like this. Do that man really love you if you got to pay for your own wedding, your own marriage, you got to pay for everything. Do that man really love you? That's the question for all these women to ask, the $1 million question. Because last time I checked, this goes really for the sisters, for real, for the black women. Because they always say that a black man got to pay for everything. But here in case you got Serena and Venus and other black women like them, come to find out they paying for everything. And then on top of that, you got Serena Williams. Look at the fuck. And she just one case. There's a few black women have done it. Now, you a black woman. You started off as a brown-skinned and dark-skinned woman, and now you looking like a goddamn like somebody scared the black out of you. And that man let you proceed on destroying yourself like that. Now keep in mind, this man married a dark-skinned woman, a black woman, and now she looking like a skirt, like fucking Powder. You know that movie Powder, up there looking like powder and shit. Now, you ask this question, do that man really love them if he let them destroy themselves like that? If that woman went from a black woman to now, what the fuck? Do that man really care for them? And this is a question for all these black divestors and swirling women that celebrate that kind of shit. Do you think that man loved them? I'm going to give you the answer. Fuck no, that man don't love them. Anytime you let your woman do that kind of shit to herself, just fuck herself up like that, she got to pay for the wedding, got to pay for this. I guess y'all black women with a white guy do that shit common sense for y'all to do. Y'all take up the male role just like that y'all do with Pookie and Ray Ray. Dudes that's not productive that y'all get with, but y'all like them because you know how to lay the pipe right. I said y'all take up the male role in that relationship and complain about the role you take. But when you have a masculine man that make the roles that define what masculinity is, that define what a man is, y'all will dance around that subject and even to the point where you will evade a guy like that. Y'all get with effeminate men. Because those men to me are effeminate. Anytime you a man that's not, if you gotta let your woman pay for a wedding, pay for a marriage, pay for everything in the relationship, and you the woman, and you paying for everything in the relationship, that make them technically the woman in a relationship. You are no longer the woman in that relationship anymore. You are technically a man with a vagina. You technically a trans woman. Now, what you mean by that? A trans woman is somebody that motherfucker that got turned into, that was a man, or that turned into a woman, or a woman that turned into a man. Exactly. You's a trans woman. You done transform mentally and economically as the man in that relationship. Serena Williams is the man in her relationship. She make more than her husband, and she made the moves to approach and ask him for his hand in marriage, not the other way around. Same thing with Venus Williams. Same thing to any other woman that does that kind of shit. You are now a trans man. And no, you don't have to be a biologist. You can still be a woman physically, but still be a trans man. Because economically and emotionally, you have tuck on that position. Anytime when you let a man, you pay for everything, you paying for the wedding. That man didn't want to be, he didn't want to marry you, but he going along with the ride because economically and financially, he gonna end up winning in that situation if they decide to get a divorce and then don't let them have children in the divorce. I say, I don't know why y'all black women don't see this shit, how the courts work in men's favor if they're white. And she got married in the United States to that dude. So now that dude could be married to her for a few seasons. Shit don't go well. I want to get a divorce. I want custody of the kids. They're going to award that white man custody of the kids because the courts work in the favor of white males. They work in the favor of white people in general. So they weaponize the court. They use you as a woman, black woman. They weaponize you against black men, but they flip the script when the man is white and when you black. And I told y'all that you see the same thing that happened to Holly Berry. You see the same thing, and Rachel Lindsay. Rachel Lindsay is an attorney. She should have known better than going along with some shit like that. But they put more trust in white men than they do black men. Because they think if something were to happen, they're gonna win in it. That's not how white supremacy works. See, it's a white supremacy aspect to this shit. They didn't see it. They don't see it. They ain't gonna see it to the end of the relationship. Rachel Lindsay didn't see it to the end of the relationship. She'll ignore it, but that's what happened. And the thing is, when they got Rachel Lindsay and asked her questions on this talk show, and she said she's looking for a black man now. Now, and why should any black man put themselves in that situation with Rachel Lindsay when she got to pay that dude damn near what? I think $10,000 a month. $10,000 a month. She got to pay that dude $10,000 a month. I think even more than that, if I ain't mistaken. She got to pay that guy $10,000 a month. And that guy took Rachel Lindsay through the ringer. And she had a black guy before him that was courting her. He made way more than her. Rachel Lindsay chose the white Latino dude because he is a white Latino dude. So she chose the white Latino dude and got assed out. Now that dude could take her money and get paid every month and have the dude didn't have shit. Now he got an income now thanks to Rachel Lindsay. And now Rachel Lindsay got to pay that man, and then at the same time she looking for a black man that she said, but he got to have assets so she could take his money and supplement herself because she took a L. And black men are saying no. Black men like, nah, we good. Smart, real smart, brothers. Don't dodge that bullet. She fucked up. Let her deal with that shit on her own. I wouldn't even touch Rachel Lindsay with a 10-foot pole. Wouldn't even fuck with her. I wouldn't fuck with no black women that went over the fence like that personally. Once you go over the fence, that's it. That's it for you. Once you go over the fence and shit and get jammed up on some shit like that, nope. You can keep your relationship. You can stay over there. But yeah, they if those men truly loved them, they would have paid for every damn thing. And really, this is a message for all the women up there talking about that celebrating that shit. Basically, y'all celebrating a man taking a black woman, and y'all don't see the shit that is. Even with what's her name? That big ass girl. What's her name? The big black girl that played on Precious. That dude know he stayed with her for a few seasons. He decided to get out of that relationship. He gonna get paid. He gonna get paid like a motherfucker. And then, normally what them white men do, they'll get out those relationships and marry what they want to marry. And you know what they gonna get with? A white woman. They gonna marry a white woman. That's always what happens. That's what happened to the chick. The dude, what's that dude that played on Dawson's Creek and shit? That's what he did to her, man. She begged him to get with and marry. She begged that dude to marry her, and then she asked out, and now he left her. She got it now. He can't even pay child support because his acting career is the dumpster. So now he jumped from her to Lupita Nyong'o, and Lupita Nyong'o Lupita Nyong'o, like typical of women like her. Ooh, a white man pursuing me. They think that's a big deal. That dude a broke ass white dude that used to act on last movie that nigga played on was a werewolf movie. I forgot the name of that movie, and then he played on Dawson's Creek. That's the only project I seen that dude in. Only 2 projects I seen that dude in. And now he with Lupita Nyong'o. And like I said, that dude, he noticed now you can hop to white women, to black woman to black woman if you want to be successful, have money. Cause he know ain't no white woman gonna go for that shit. Ain't no white woman gonna fuck with no broke ass white dude. That's why them men end up with these black women that got money. They know what they doing. They know how to play. Them white boys know how to play the game. And black women so damn dumb. Black women so damn dumb. They don't care because he's white. But when you black, they got all kind of criteria you gotta have for a black man to get with them. All kind of shit you gotta have. And now black men are saying no. We good. So now that you got black men saying no to all this shit, no to this, nah, we ain't going for it, no, now there's a problem. Now these black women want to go on panels and shit and talk to white supremacist white men because this white supremacist dude literally was talking to black women about being with their own women because this white man tired of Tyrone taking up all the white women. That was that whole panel was about on Clubhouse. If y'all would have went back and listened to the whole panel in its entirety, if you would have listened to it other than all the shit that the black women were saying, the elite black men, they get off of white cops doing that. This white dude was actually listened to it. He was like kind of fucking blown away by the shit that black women were saying. But the whole problem he had was he was trying to get black women and white men, black women and black men to get together because he tired of black men snatching up all the white women. Well, dog, listen to them black women on that panel. Good luck with that. Because the way y'all doing shit, y'all white men doing shit, and white women are not fucking with y'all, and you got black women like this feel like that about black men, good luck with that, dog. Good luck with that. You just find out the example why Tyrone is getting with not fucking with them black women. You just found out why black men avoiding black women now. You listen to that panel and hear all them black women talk all that shit about wanting black men deleted. This is why black men avoiding black women. The men who got sense. The black men that's logical and got sense. We avoiding them. And those same women, they can talk all the shit they want about this and that and that, deleting white men, but they can talk all the shit they want. At the end of the day, them bitches gonna be miserable single ass bitches. And then them bitches come back, get off up under that avatar, and then be talking all pro-black shit. That's why I tell motherfuckers, I do not listen to black women talk pro-black shit, because we already know black women are motherfuckers, they fickle. They fickle than they thinking, and they not real solid. They're not precise. They're everywhere emotionally and mentally. basically a lot of black women are fucking basket cases. They basket cases. And me personally, much as I am attracted to black women, I got to the point where I avoid black women. I do. I love them. I don't want no white woman, but fuck, I avoid these westernized black women in the United States like it ain't shit. I avoid them, man. I don't even talk to American black women. I actually, other than far as relationship wise, no, I don't fuck with them like that. I keep their ass at it. Yeah, I'll be friends with you, cool with you. But I'm not trying to get no relationship with because I know how fickle y'all minds are, and I know that y'all difficult to deal with. And then another thing too, y'all bitches beg too much. For a group of women that always crying about their independence, don't need no man, now that shit is fucking up. Now you got all these women looking for men to be their financial, economic support. And they talk about they doing modeling and shit, model this, that, and they be traveling doing the shit, but they ain't making no money from it. So a lot of them women like that, you come to find out that they got, not only they doing their little modeling thing, but they want to have multiple streams of income. That means they want to have different niggas giving them money, but they ain't gonna tell the dude that they got other men giving them money. They ain't gonna say that. They think they slick. See, a lot of these women think they slick, but I know better. I get it. I got it. But when it comes to that white man, boy, that white man don't have to come with shit to the table. And this is why a lot of black men are opting out. This is why we are opting out of relationships, of dealing particularly with FBA women. We bowing out. Because we are, like with Serena Williams and her sister is a prime example. Black women were celebrating that, but now see, black men, we looked at it from another perspective. We looked at it, so let me get this straight. When you're a white man, you don't have to come with nothing to the table. All you have to do is be white. Got it. Y'all said that, right? Y'all black women just proved our point. Y'all proved our point on a lot of these panels. When you had the Danish Deception chick, that got the Nigerian chick, that got motherfucking tricked. And the fucking funny thing is, he not only did that white boy finesse her, he was finessing her family. They Nigerians. How the fuck, boy, you can finesse some Nigerians? You a bad motherfucker. This dude was technically a loser. He was a loser. But he all because he was white, he got them for everything. And that's the funny thing about it. And they was Nigerians. You could finesse a Nigerian like a motherfucker. It's the same thing with the Somalis. Like shit with Ilhan Omar. Look at Ilhan Omar. He a non-Muslim. He a liberal. And the motherfucker may be questionably gay. I know the motherfucker questionably gay. Just listen to that motherfucker talk. But that's who Ilhan Omar married to. I'm like, I thought you supposed to be, if you're a Muslim woman, don't you supposed to be married to a Muslim man? Then, like I said, you got people that don't follow that persona. Ilhan Omar persona is a Muslim Somali woman. But when she was down there in the Caribbean, down there, I forgot what island she was on, she wasn't wearing that hijab. She didn't have that hijab on. She had on a two-piece bathing suit with a motherfucker, alcoholic beverage in her hand. Alcoholic beverage. I know there was an alcoholic beverage, a fruit alcoholic beverage up there with a two-piece on with her white husband on the beach. And I ain't gonna lie, she was looking good. I'll keep real. She was looking good. But she didn't have that hijab and shit on. She had on that two-piece bathing suit. I'm like, damn, that's Ilhan. Damn. I'm like, damn. She got a body on her. But yeah, that was Ilhan Omar, Miss Somali, Miss Muslim, Miss Somali. Miss Somalia, I call her Miss Somalia. That's why I call her Omar Miss Somalia. But man, I'm just telling you how motherfucking transform, man. I'm telling you, black women are a trip. Now some people, hear Omar, know she see herself black or not, but over here she black. I don't give a fuck what those Somalis say. They gonna see you as a new nigga over here. White folks, they don't give a fuck if you might say we are not the black. We are out of, okay, niggas like, okay, they know how an Arab look. Your ass don't look like an Arab, you like a nigga. So, that's my conclusion, man. Black women do way more, go way ahead above the curve for white men. And black men don't sit down. And that's why, like Sarge Willie P. said, we really won the gender war. The gender war, black men won it. We won it. We won. All our talking points have been proven. Everything we said in the past has been proven that black women are inefficient. And black men, we made every point to the point where Dr. Umar can't even shame black men for not dating black women no more. He tried to shame a homeless man and his homeless white girlfriend on the beach, on the bench. And then I would have told him, what give you the right to even shame somebody, Umar Johnson? I said, with your scamming ass, nigga, get the fuck out of here. I would have cussed his ass out. Me personally, I would have went off on his ass. I said, who the fuck are you? Fuck you. Take your motherfucking Pan-African ass over there and cape for those Africans that don't even like us. Nigga, get the fuck out of here. Over and out.